Congratulations. The application was approved for $1,500 with no annual fee. So in today's video, we have an absolute game changer. Now, if you've been struggling with getting approvals for personal credit cards and loans, this video is especially for you because we're going to be going over a credit card that has a very easy application process where you can get a soft pull pre-approval with no documentation, no proof of income, and no impact to your credit score. So this is just going to be stated income. And this is especially for those with low FICO score. So if you're looking to rebuild your credit and you want an unsecured credit card with no annual fee, so we're going to be going over the Zable Mastercard. So they offer a pre-approval with no impact to your credit score. And you can start spending immediately. So after approval, access a virtual card that gives you the ability to make purchases online. Now, as it says right here, you can get up to a $1,500 credit limit. Step one is just to complete the application. Step two, see your offer with no impact to your credit score. And step three, start spending on your virtual card. Now, one of the great things about the Zable Mastercard is that they tell you what your limit is before you wind up accepting. So there's no surprises. What you see is what you get. Now, I wanted to reiterate that even though it's a soft pull on the pre-approval, later in the application, they will do a full credit report from one or more consumer reporting agencies, which may affect your credit. Now, again, once you accept, it will be a hard pull, but you'll at least know what you're getting approved for. Now, aside from the credit card, Zable also offers personal loans. Personal loans go up to $35,000, and you can also check your rate online with no impact to your credit score. Now, I'm gonna walk you guys through the application process to show you what you need to put on your application to get pre-approved. So first off, it is going to be some basic information: first name, last name, email, mobile phone number, date of birth. Then they're going to ask about your home address. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that make sure whatever address you're putting on here is also on your credit report. A lot of times you can get denied because there's just a mismatch of information. You're just going to talk a little bit more about your employment status. They give you several different options. All right. So employed full-time, part-time, self-employed, military, student, retired, and unemployed. Now, not to tell you what to select, obviously you want to be truthful, but there are certain things in the application that can trigger an automatic denial. For one, being unemployed, right? Because then there's no way for you to be able to repay the credit card. And also times when you select self-employed, then you also are subject to additional underwriting criteria, right? So just keep that in mind. Next up, you want to put your total annual income. You also will be asked to submit your social security number. And again, it's going to be a soft pull for the offer. If you do accept, you will get a hard inquiry. And right here, they even have an acknowledgement. So I'm telling you guys in the video, because I know there'll be people say, oh, you said it was a pre-approval soft inquiry. Yes, but right here it says no credit score impact, but you understand there will be a hard inquiry on your credit report if you decide to apply. But the good thing about it is that before you get to the point of being hard pull, you're actually going to see what your limit is. Now, Zable cards are issued by Continental Bank, and they actually issue a handful of other credit cards that you might be familiar with. All right, so some frequently asked questions. What if my credit report is frozen? So basically, if your credit report is frozen, they can't determine whether you're eligible for a Zable card, but you can unfreeze your credit report through TransUnion. So what you want to do is go into TransUnion. Once you confirm that your credit report is not frozen, then you can go through the pre-qualification. Another frequently asked question, can I use Zable card for cash advances? So yes, Zable card allows you to have cash access. So you can go to an ATM and do a cash advance on your Zable card up to $1,500. And once you're approved for the Zable credit card, you should receive it in 7 to 10 business days. But also keep in mind that once you get approved, you have immediate access to a virtual card where you can use up to 50% of your approved credit limit. Now, once you're ready to apply, all you got to do is click this button, see if I'm pre-qualified, to get an offer up to $1,500 with no impact to your credit score. All right, so basically the Zable Mastercard is designed for people who are rebuilding credit, as the limit only goes up to $1,500. That might be one of the drawbacks. Also, it's going to come with a relatively high APR. So if you're looking for low interest rates, 0% high limits, this is definitely not the card for that. But if you've been struggling to get approved from the major banks or even credit unions, this might be an option to get your foot in the door. Now, I know what a lot of people think, well, $1,500, that's not that much money. But if you do have poor credit, your credit score is in the 500s, low 600s, this might be a decent card to check out, see what offer you might get, and you could decide whether or not you want to move forward with this or if you want to go and seek better options. But I think this is a good foot in the door. There's no annual fee, so there's not a bunch of fees. The APR is high. They allow you to have an opportunity to build a relationship and build your credit, as they do report to all 3 major credit reporting bureaus. The application process is very straightforward. There's no documents that you have to submit. It's going to be purely credit score based. Now, if anyone's interested in applying, I've dropped a link in the description of the video, so definitely check it out. And if anyone has the Zable Mastercard, let me know your comments, questions, and feedback right down in the comment section below. Until next time, take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.